Hello everybody, my name is of course Brian Downing. Just wanted to show you some of the latest research I found. A lot of this is courtesy of the London Quant, so all the references that I'm about to make on the TeaFiles is thanks to him. Without London Quant, we wouldn't be here when advance is fast, so not only am I grateful for him, but you should be too. Okay, first let's talk about this C solution I put up last week regarding, it's called libxac, a Linux build. Basically, let me just pull up, it's like an MIT memory map transactions for just flat files, research paper from an MIT professor, or sorry, I guess a student, demoing this library in C. Now, not going to go on too much time with it, but I did download this tarball, did extract it, try to build it from within my Visual Studio. This purely is really meant for Linux. With my more recent forays into Linux, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to bother wasting my time on it. If you're welcome to do it, obviously, but it is a pure C code base to maybe expedite your database using this library and some front end interface to the library. So go through that PDF and try out the tarball. Let me know what you think. I'd be very interested to hear what you think. But thankfully, again, thanks to London Quant on this, I've been playing with this TeaFiles for a while. I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed with this. I played with this a few years ago, but this thing seems to have matured. This is definitely a very viable option for anybody who wants to work with tick files, minute bars, or whatever that you need a high-speed database, flat file. It includes all the source code you can see here from Codeplex as a C# library. It seems to be pretty ingenious. Before I get into the coding, I just want to show you how this project works. Obviously, it's on Codeplex. It's also put up by a company called Discrete Logics. I'll put all the links in my blog for it. But there is basically a shell that you can get for this, as well as some other products you can probably get, which can be found here. Under Discrete Logics, let me just get to the main site here. All right, so here we're talking about TeaFiles, T-time, TeaFiles, T-shell, T-house. So T-time is basically, I think it's a shell of some kind. TeaFiles is what I just showed you. That's the files themselves, but there is a project that enables you to actually have the source code on the creation and manipulation and reading of the data from the TeaFiles. Now, for those that are fairly new, there are some products you can buy. One's called, let me just go under here under shop. So there's a T-shell, which is $100, T-house, which is $400. Sorry, 400 euros. Now, that might be a little pricey, but if you're new and you need something fast, it's something I may recommend. I'm going to show you the performance on it. It's quite good. I don't think I personally need it, just due to the fact I'll show you why. So let me get into let me show you the files first. So basically, when you download from Codeplex, you obviously get all the source code, solution files. It works right out of the box. Again, I cannot stress how important that is to me to be able to do that with any project I work with, regardless if it's in Linux, C, whatever. This is where Python, Java, and C itself, all more of the open source projects just seem to fall flat in their faces, because this is how I like my code. If I'm going to be held as a criminal for it, I don't see why not. But anyways, so obviously we have the solution file here. You just open with Visual Studio and it works right out of the gate. So I've got my Visual Studio 2013 here. Here's the projects. There's 12 projects. They build quite well, I must admit. Let me show you. This is once you download it, it's so important to me. I don't want to waste my time building projects that just don't work. There you go, 10 succeeded. Boom. Now, of course, if I put everything into release mode, there are some example code projects that you can use. So I build those in release mode. So check out those. So if you come under, when you build, should create a bin file. Here's all the executables that are available to you. So you just create a command prompt in Windows. Okay, so when you navigate to the folder, you'll see here these are all your executables. So let me just show you. And now I'm just using raw files. So when you come in here, I'm going to delete 2 test files. Okay, so let me just get rid of these test files here. You can see everything has an extension of TEA. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create ticks. Okay, so here. Now I haven't played with all the exe files here, but I'm just showing you. If you just run this create ticks, it'll ask for a file name and number of ticks. So now I haven't looked at the source code file. I just want to show you that this runs again out of the box. So let me just call this test TEA, and I'll put I don't know, 5 million ticks. Okay, I'm going to show you how fast it is. I've never seen anything as fast as this. So it's going to create 5 million ticks. Now, of course, I have other ways. Did I put 5 million or? Maybe it's not as fast as I thought. Let me just break that. So let me try a million. But it's fairly fast considering. Oh, you know what I'm doing? Oh, wrong exe. Create session. We want to create ticks. Okay, there we go. Let me just see here. Insert test. TEA 5 million. As I'm a well-known bad typist, do apologize. So look, oh, it already exists. So let me delete this file. All right. So let me try it again. So that's 5 million. As you can see, it took 829 milliseconds to create that file. That's pretty fast to create 5 million ticks. So let me show you how fast it is. Now, if you look here, you have analyze ticks, this file. So let's check out that. Analyze ticks, one of the input parameters. So we can create a memory map file, and we can just read it. So I'm going to just read it 2 times, let's say. Okay, so we got our test T. Okay. And I'm going to put once, let's just say. So it's going to run it. So that's pretty fast. So it took 1700 milliseconds to read that whole thing. Is there anything that's created here? No, there isn't. But we also have the ability to run a sum here as well. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. So it's just a sample way of using TeaFiles is with the input. So I'm just going to do a sum on my test file, and you can see it just took 724 milliseconds to read that data, and here's the sum of the whole file. That's very fast. So let me just do a benchmark. I still don't know what this means, but so it looks like it's running all. I guess it's not. It's got some. It creates a benchmark file. No. So here's the TeaFiles benchmark, but it just runs various tests, but you'd have to look at the source code for that. So all in all, this is really, really impressive, and thanks to somebody like the London Quant, this is a game changer in terms of a system being very, very fast. It's flat files. It's got this, I won't call it proprietary file format because you do have the source code. But you can see it is very fast, and they are flat files. So it's not really a database, but they're just flat files that you make reference to and you can manipulate it however you want. So all in all, very impressive piece of code done in C#. So something he recommends, and looks like I'll stand behind it obviously too, compared to what I've seen out there. Yeah, thank him in the comments and stuff for the just to show your love and appreciation for these type of projects, because without him we wouldn't be anywhere. So once again, thanks to him. Probably said it like 5 times, but seriously, it's a big deal. Talk to you later.